Why should we assess the sexual knowledge and attitudes of people who have been offended against or who have offended? The assessment of the sexual knowledge and attitudes of offenders can be done for many purposes. First, sexually inappropriate behavior, when committed by persons with developmental disabilities, is often a result of a lack of sexual knowledge. In some cases, a lack of socio-sexual education is the only and most critical variable that has related to the offense. In other cases, sex education may represent one of many factors that is involved in the treatment for that offense. Why should we assess the sexual knowledge and attitudes of victims? There may be some legal implications that have to do with the accuracy of the report, but mostly is for therapeutic relevance. Does the individual understand and recognize personal boundaries? It allows us to modify therapy based upon the sexual awareness of the individual. It allows us to identify sensitive topics to avoid initially in therapy. In scoring the SSKAAT-R, we generally provide one of three responses: a yes-no, a selection of a picture, drawing from one or three or four choices, or the request to give a verbal description or explanation. The scoring information is contained on both the record form and on the easel. Attitude items are noted to see if the person's perspective are okay or not okay. They are not evaluated as right or wrong.
Okay, I'm going to show you some drawings now of good and bad touching.
Okay.
And I'm going to ask you to tell me what you think about them.
All right.
Ready? Okay. Now what's happening here?
So far, she is sitting on his lap.
Mm-hmm. Anything else you can tell me about that?
Probably holding her in the leg here in between. Maybe it doesn't feel comfy doing that for long.
Okay. And can you tell me, Maureen, is that a good way of touching or a bad way of touching?
Well, I see her hand on him, and I think she's trying to say, don't.
Right. So what do you think then?
She doesn't feel great with it. She doesn't like it.
Okay. Okay, let's look at another one. I'm just going to turn it this way so I can read what's on the other side. Okay, can you see that okay?
Mm-hmm.
What's happening here?
Oh, they're just both saying, hello, how do you do? It's nice to see you.
Okay. What do you think about this? Would you say this is a bad way of touching, a good way of touching?
That's a good way. They're shaking hands.